Hi there. For all of you that just tuned in, we had a little technical glitch, but thank you so much for everybody that supported the campaign. And I lost my co-host. He didn't like my choice in stories tonight. So you just have me. Charlie's over reading A Hungry Caterpillar at the moment. But I just wanted to give a quick campaign update. It's been a busy week. And all the weeks kind of seem to run together now on the campaign. But I want to thank everybody that joined us at the Penny Severance dinner and everyone that joined at the Rise for Climate Change rally last Saturday. Both events were really well attended and really shows that we've got positive momentum here in Macon County. At the Severance event, I shared with everyone a story that I wrote. As you know, Charlie likes to read a lot, hence the Caterpillar book right now. But something that Comptroller Mendoza said the other day at the Democratic County Chair's Breakfast really stuck with me. She had a quote about Bruce Rauner and his terrible, horrible ideas. And we can relate to that. We've lived through 4 years of Bruce Rauner as our governor. And hold on. Yes, Charlie? Can I watch a movie? Yep. Can you turn it back on for yourself? Sorry, Charlie had to ask if he could watch a movie. But anyway, Susana Mendoza made this quote, and it reminded me, you have to press the middle button with the circle. Technical difficulties again. You get it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll fix it in a minute. But anyway, so Comptroller Mendoza made this quote, and it stuck with me. And there was a children's book that we read to Charlie called Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And it really resonated with me that it felt like something that we could all relate to here in the state of Illinois. So tonight I want to read to you Bruce Rauner and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Administration as your bedtime story tonight. So thank you to everyone who has already listened to this. And I just wanted to let everyone know that this book is dedicated to everyone who's felt the impacts of the budget impasse, of the failed leadership of Bruce Rauner. So with no further ado this time, I went to bed with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, Bruce Rauner was still governor. And I tripped on my tennis shoes, and by mistake, I dropped my favorite pink hat in the sink. And I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad administration. Because at breakfast on November 5th, 2014, we found a Jesse White and a Mike Frericks in our state government. But we also found a Bruce Rauner in the governor's mansion. I think I'll move to California. And I guess it would help if I showed the pictures. So we decided to give Mr. Rauner a chance. Senator Menard tried to include him in education talks, and Representative Shearer reached out to him for state help for the community health center. We said, if we don't get the resources we need, we're going to be sick. And no one even answered. And we could tell that it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad administration. In 2015, we saw our friends in Oregon pass laws for working families, and Nebraska repealed the death penalty, and Connecticut paid for infrastructure. And in Illinois, our past due fees reached $1 billion. And we knew we had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad administration. During session, we called on the phone and we wrote letters and emails. But the governor and the Republicans said, we just talk too loud. I hope you sit on a tech, we said to Governor Rauner. I hope the next time that you get an ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off of the cone part and lands in Wisconsin. We are having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad administration. There were union busters in Illinois, and I hate union busters. There were cuts to higher education, and I hate not having MAP grants for our families. But I don't want to move to California. So we went to the Women's March, and we wrote out signs, and we yelled, even louder, for town halls and rights for workers. And when that didn't work, we got our petition signed, knocked on doors, and gathered our candidates. Some from the blue districts and some from the red districts. And some people said, you can't make me vote for them. But we shared our stories and our hope and our vision for a better future. And now they are voting for us, for our BJ Pritzkers, our Betsy Londrigans, our Jen McMillans, and our Tony Browns. So what I'm saying is, it's been a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad administration. My county chair says that some administrations are like that. But with some hard work, a lot of phone calls, and a slate like ours, this will be the last year for Bruce Rauner and his terrible, horrible, no good, very bad administration. So that is the story. And I want to thank everybody that helped proof this and get it printed. A special shout out to Firehouse Printing over in Mount Zion. But thank you guys for listening in. And I hope that if you have a chance, we're having a fundraiser with Treasurer Mike Frericks, who's featured in the book, on Wednesday the 19th in DeWitt County. We're going to be at the American Legion in Clinton. And I would be more than happy to share my story with you there. So I'm going to go hang out with Charlie for a few minutes before bath time. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.